In this tutorial, I'm going to teach you the reverse weave, or I guess the unweave. It looks something like this. Now, I've never seen this done before. I just figured out it was a pretty cool pattern when I was messing around with doing patterns backwards. You have to know how to do the forwards weave before you can try this, and that looks like this. Now, if you've seen my forwards weave tutorial, you'll remember that I started teaching you with the two-ball motion, which is something like this. Now, obviously the two-ball motion for the unweave is the same but backwards. So instead of rocking up both of the balls to one side, throwing the lower one, circling around it, and catching it back in the same hand, you're going to do the opposite of that, which is throwing from your right hand up this way. You're going to then just start doing a backwards S with this hand, come around it, and follow it down. Like so. Now, it's important to move this hand out a little bit before you start going back towards it in the S motion. Otherwise, you'll be killing the weaving motion of the original pattern. Just kind of go up like that, and that would be like going like this in the original weave, which doesn't look as nice. So throw this ball this way, go out a little bit with this hand, come around and follow it. See, I didn't even follow my own advice there. There you go. More like that. And do that both directions. Woo! Other direction, it looks like this. As you can see, you can string both directions together by, as soon as you complete your backwards S pattern, throwing the ball back across. That is the most awkward point in this whole pattern, I think, because you finish doing the S and then you kind of reverse the motion and toss it back out. So practice that for a while until you've got it down pat. Then, of course, you have the third ball. So you're going to start out with two in your right hand, one in your left. You're going to throw the first ball out to begin this motion, and then the second ball will be tossed up in the center of the pattern before you catch the original ball again in your right hand. You will then catch the center ball in your left hand after your left hand is done describing that S and tossing out the ball. So, should look like this. There you go. And continue the pattern to get the entire backwards weave. So yeah, the center ball just kind of hops up and down. That's obviously the same as in regular weave. And the other two do the weird backwards S pattern over the top. And there are those awkward stalls and throwback outs at the top of the pattern. So that's the backwards weave. In order to make it look as cool as possible, make sure you're trying to really push out with the describing hand. Go like that, and then around again. A nice backwards S, which should look like a forwards S for you because you're watching from over there. And that's the pattern. Good luck.